I know there's a lot of concern with the classified documents case down in Florida with Judge Aileen Cannon, who's clearly biased toward Donald Trump and the Republicans. She had set the court date for May. And then, of course, Donald Trump's team said, we'd like to delay it even further. Now, she came back and said, no, we're going to keep it at May. Now, a lot of people thought that was good, and maybe she changed sides or was going to be at least decent about this. But I knew that was too good to hope for. So now, when they're talking about some evidentiary hearings and such, she pushed one out to March, which would make it difficult to actually start the trial in May. And see, that's how she was going to do this. She wasn't going to take it all in one felled swoop because that would be too obvious. She's going to do it in drips and drabs, and she's going to try to extend this to help Donald Trump to get it out past the election. Now, she's taken a beating because of this. And a lot of people think she's getting away with things. And you have to understand, Jack Smith is very meticulous. He knows his shit. He probably anticipated all the things that Judge Aileen Cannon is doing. He's setting things up. He's putting her in a position with just enough rope to hang herself. If you think Jack Smith is just going to let this thing go, don't. Because Jack Smith is ultimately going to take her to the 11th Circuit and ultimately try to get her to be recused. But he's not going to do that until he's got everything in order that he can do to get her kicked out. You don't want to go there with not enough ammunition and then fail. You want enough of it behind her so once it's done, it's done. But here's something else I want you to think about. People are concerned about this Florida case, and I understand it. It might go on beyond the election, but it's not that big a deal because we know the case in Washington, D.C. starts in March. We know Judge Chutkan is not moving from that. We don't need Donald Trump to be convicted of every charge he has. We only need one or two. So when that Washington case takes place and it's done, say, maybe June of next year, Donald Trump will be done. All the other shit will just be frosting on the cake, and it will further take down Donald Trump. But that one case is the one that will take him out of the equation, out of the election. So don't worry about this. Don't worry about Jack. Jack's got this shit. He ain't going to let Aileen Cannon make him like a fool. I guarantee you that. So we'll see what happens in Florida. But I suspect Aileen has finally gotten to the point where she's going to deal with Jack Smith's wrath. And it's going to be fun to watch.